big billers are permanently focused on candidate sourcing and sourcing the best candidates that are out there, not on the marketplace, but in the marketplace. What's the difference between on and in again? Just remind me. Yeah. So we are looking at how we're going to find those guys that are really the best out there. And what do you think that's going to do to your authority when you actually take those guys to market?
They're not going to be being busted about why every recruiter's going, are they?
Yes. Exactly. And how's your client going to see when you start speccing in and marketing in like really the best of the bunch that are out there? Your credibility is just going to go up tenfold compared to some of the emails that I see going out from average recruiters, and believe me, I get them, on take a look at this guy, isn't he great? And I look at it and go, no, he's bloody not. So what I want you to do is have a look at where you're going to get these candidates from. I'm going to get you to put your candidate sourcing project, if you like, your candidate sourcing plan together now. And you're going to use everybody else's ideas. We've all got some fantastic ideas already. A load of it would have come from this morning as well. And you're going to already have really good candidate sourcing ideas. Sunita, you're going to be full of ideas. I can already know that. I've spoken to you, full of ideas. So I'm going to split you into 3 groups. And what I want you to do is, now you can do your own, use a page in your book if you want, or you can put it onto a flip chart, whichever's easier, and then take a picture of the flip chart. It's probably easier if you take a picture of the flip chart so you can all start getting those ideas up there. You can start brainstorming ideas of where you're going to get from. And then I'll resume at the end. I want you to present your top 5 ideas that have come out of that brainstorm to the rest of the group. And then I'm going to run through a PowerPoint set with you very, very briefly, which again will go onto your fob so you can have that to start thinking about extra ideas that you might want to use. I'd be very surprised if you don't get them on your flip chart anyway, but I will go through them as well. Just some ideas which you can put into place as you're going along your everyday job as a recruiter. Your referrals need to be proactive. Don't expect them just to come into you. You need to go out and physically ask for these referrals. Go back to the well. Multiple referrals, you can always get them. If somebody has given you a good referral, go back to that person and get another referral from them. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't do that. Remember, look after the candidate first and then get the referral from them. It's reciprocation. If you're talking to a candidate, what's their reason for leaving? Oh, our bosses are really awful. How many other people feel that way? You could turn that one candidate into 5 or 6. Contractors are ending. Who's going to be doing contractors? Yeah? So if a contract's coming to the end, find out how many other people are going to be coming to the end of their contract and get their details as well. It's a way of taking 1 and making it into 5. Redundancies. If you're talking to a client and they're looking at redundancies, offer to help that client. Do some career counselling with some of the people that are going to be made redundant. That might be helpful to you. They might not be the right candidates for you, but they might refer you into the right candidates. So any type of resource is going to be reasonably helpful to you. If you've got a candidate you get on really well with, make sure in your database it's flagged in some which way, like nice candidate, given me 2 referrals before, and go back to the well and speak to that candidate again.
You know, if you get referrals, they're a good idea to give them something at the end of the year. Thank you.
Absolutely. Do you know what? Any sort of thank you is good.
The ones that want to obviously, yeah, go as far as
Yeah. I mean, they're there, but if you've serviced them well, they will feel that they want to give you something back anyway. And if you're creating that great service for them and that great experience, that great candidate experience, then they will naturally want to refer somebody to you because you're really good at what you do and you're going to be able to help them get a job. So it's creating that candidate experience. Has anybody heard of the word candidate experience? Yeah, let's think about the experience that your candidate is having with you. You've got a nice shiny product for your clients. Where's your nice shiny product for your candidates? We haven't even talked about that. If you're speaking to a manager and you're looking to hire staff who might be on his team or are like the people that are on his team. Please describe to me the best person you've ever hired. They might not be working for them now, but you're going to get yourself a nice star candidate using that technique, just a really easy question that should go into every manager that you're speaking to. Remember, it's consistency. If you don't ask the question, you could be, that could be your pot of gold, that could be your 20 grand placement that you're not asking. So consistency is going to be key. Interview service checks, any idea what I mean by that? So if your candidate has had an experience with you, they've gone through an interview with you but perhaps haven't got any further, could you resurrect them in 3 months' time, 6 months' time by doing a service check on them? How did you find my candidate experience? And what can you do once you've resurrected them? Or if you don't resurrect them, what could you do with them? Get more referrals, absolutely. General name gathering, which I'm going to do on the next slide. Testimonial references. Does anybody do testimonial references? Okay, this is peer-to-peer referencing. So if you are client rich and candidate poor, when you're referencing your candidates, I'll see if you can get peer-to-peer references. So could you give me the name and number of somebody that's worked alongside you at some point in the past that's willing to give a character reference? Obviously they know the role much better than the nitty-gritty of the role much better than your manager would ever have done, and I'd really like to speak to them about how you interacted with your team. So if you're a candidate poor and client rich.